All right, so this is Colette, and Colette is my first observation. So this is Morgan or Ikra. Who's going to be looking this. Okay, so you finished the lecture already.
Yes.
So what you're here for is if there are any questions that you have about the lecture.
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, so you don't have any questions about populations? I'm just going to review real quick. The populations that you are going to have to do are preschool, if you have preschool, kinder, first, third, fifth, seventh, ninth. Anyone who is never been screened before, or someone who has special education services. That means they have an IEP. Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about this equipment right here?
Yes, so the Pure Tone is our gold standard. So pretty much anybody who is able to follow instructions and they're able to sit still while doing the test by themselves. And then our OAE is for our students who are much younger in age and ones that maybe have more of a difficult time hearing. And if
Okay, so more difficult, it's not necessarily a difficult time hearing. What the OAE does is really, when they can't respond because they can't follow instructions, or maybe they are very medically fragile, it doesn't mean that they can't hear, it just means that they can't respond.
Okay.
So this requires response, this one does not.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's say that, so we're going to talk about the different parts. Can you show me, can you tell me about what these two buttons are for?
Yes, so this side here is going to be the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
So you know the 1,000 to 4,000 on this side, and then this side is the decibels. So that is going to be the tone
Or how loud.
or how loud.
Right. Very good. Good. So what I would like you to do is go ahead and get this set up, plugged in. There is an outlet here. I apologize, it's so far away, but.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get the power source going.
So it would be right here. There you go. Good job.
Good. I'm going to go ahead and get our right and left hooked up.
Okay.
Right, and then red goes to right.
Good.
And blue goes to left.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. So now that it's turned on and you have it all set up, you're getting ready to do a third grade class. What do you need to do beforehand?
So I'm going to test it on myself first and go through right and left from top to bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and perform that now.
Okay.
All right. Red on right, blue on left, and hairs behind the ears.
Good.
And they are on securely. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start at 60 and 1,000. And I have heard on my right. I'm going to go ahead and do the left as well. And now I'm ready to perform the test.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and go.
So you want to go back to your right because you always want to start with the right and then move to the left.
Okay. I'm going to go down to 20. And I'm going to start at 1,000. Okay. I was able to hear. Jump to 2,000. Able to hear it. And 4,000. Able to hear it. And left. Good. 2,000. Good. And 1,000.
Excellent.
And we are good to start performing on the children.
Okay. Now let's say that you have some children that may not be able to respond to the instructions for Pure Tone, and you need to use the OAE. So you need to prepare for that as well. So what are you going to do to prepare to make sure that the OAE is ready?
I'm going to go ahead and set this one up as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and plug it in here. And I'm going to use the red here since I'm an adult, and that is going to be my size here. Push all the way down. And I'm going to clip this on myself here. Normally it would be on a student in the back. And I'm going to go ahead and start with my left ear. And power on first.
Yeah, you just have to push it. There you go.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start with the left ear. Okay, and that was pass, and now we're going to go ahead and switch ears. And we're going to do the right ear. Okay, and pass as well. And now that we've passed that, it is good to go, and we can go ahead and start our hearing screenings.
Okay, great job. All right, so Lisa, would you be willing to come in, please? So make sure you set up your chair the way that you need it. Lisa.
Yeah, hold on. Finishing that one.
Okay, so you're gonna greet her.
Hi Lisa, my name's Colette. I'm the health aide, and we're going to be doing a hearing test today. And so if I can just have you sit here and go ahead and face the wall. And then for this hearing test, we're going to go ahead and take off our glasses and tuck our hair behind our ears. And I'm going to go ahead and do a quick visual. And we're going to look in your ears. And we don't see any blood, any fluid, no foreign objects. And we're going to go ahead and do this side as well. Same here as well. So we're gonna go ahead and start our hearing test, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna place some headphones on your ears, and then if you hear it in your right ear, you'll raise your right hand. If you hear it in the left, go ahead and raise your left.
Okay, so it doesn't actually matter, remember?
Mhm.
It doesn't actually matter which ear. So you can just say when you hear the beep, you can raise your hand. Or they can clap their hand. They just have to respond the same every time.
Okay.
Okay, they can have two different hands as long as they're raising. Some
Okay,
of them raise
so
both
any
and do
response.
victory.
Okay.
You know.
Any response, we are good. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place the light back on the right, blue on left. And we're going to make sure it's nice and snug. Do those feel okay?
And some of them will do that. They will adjust.
Readjustment for you? Okay. All right, and we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so start here. Okay.
Hold it down a little longer. If they don't respond, then just go ahead and move on. Okay. You didn't hear anything, Lisa? Huh. Okay. I was just curious. Okay, so how many times can you give her? How many
So
chances
we can
does she
go
get?
through 4 different times.
Okay, so if she can't do it, then what do we just stop there? And then we can
Do it again in about 45 days.
10 to 30 days,
Okay, 10
Okay.
to 30 days.
right?
Mhm.
So 10 to 30 school days, so at least 10 days. And now she's gonna try because she's like, why can't I hear this?
Yeah. I didn't know if it was like a little test on me or.
No. But you know, we tested it before, so we
Mhm.
know that
So
it's
we know
working.
it's working. Right.
But we always run into this a little bit with adults,
Mm-hmm.
a little harder. But if they are referred the first time, remember it's 10 to 30 school days. So,
Okay.
I really recommend that you do a timeline for yourself so you can kind of get that going.
Okay.
And then
It's even gotten worse because I used to not miss any on the 1 year, and now it's like.
okay, but she still has to do your OAE.
Oh,
I have
okay.
one
more test to perform.
So now Lisa is Susie Q. She is 3 years old and cannot follow the instructions. So, but we still need to screen her. So what are we gonna do?
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the OAE, and we're going to go ahead and just double check everything first and make sure that there is nothing in it, which we are clear. And first, I'm going to go ahead and take a look and make sure that we have. All right, we're going to take our glasses back off.
Oh, she can leave the glasses on with an OAE. That's okay.
Okay. All right, we're going to double check and make sure that there is nothing, no fluids, no blood, no foreign objects in our ears. And we are good, so we're going to go ahead and put our tip on to the right size. All right. So Susie, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this probe in your ear, and we are going to see if you can hear any kind of noise, and maybe we can play a game. All right.
And this is where pockets come in handy. You can put this in your pocket
Okay.
so you can clip and you have 2 hands to do everything.
Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and put this on your shirt. All right. This is going to go right in here. To the right ear first. All right. So we are hearing something since we were doing musical notes.
But it's much louder. The OAE is much louder. So a response isn't going to necessarily mean anything
Okay.
because it's measuring something different.
Okay.
Okay.
Great job. We're going to go ahead and do the other ear. I'm going to come around the
Yeah,
back.
what did it say on that ear?
Pass. So we're going to go ahead and put this in. Give it a little twist there.
I can tell it's not
Alright.
occluding it, just so you know.
What was that?
Well,
I
but
can
that's
tell
okay.
It's
That's
not occluding it.
That's okay. We want her to be able to troubleshoot, so we'll just let her try.
Okay.
Go ahead. This is just an opportunity for you to see.
Okay, so probe check. So it is not in all the way. So we're going to go ahead and give it a little twist.
You're still having some trouble with that.
Okay.
All
So
you did was
sometimes-
push. You
Yeah.
have to you gotta like
Yeah,
pull
pull
up
it
on
out.
Okay.
Sometimes you know you can pull
Up.
back a little bit and a little bit up, and it opens that up.
Okay.
And now give it a try. And you see how this turns green?
Yes.
So when you do that, don't be afraid to do it.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes they'll say ow, but it's more that it's weird.
Just uncomfortable. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's easier to pull out, readjust, pull
out,
up a
and
little,
up.
and okay.
Out and up.
Okay.
So like
Okay.
this.
Perfect. Okay. and pass.
So now I want you to go ahead. Where's Tina? Did she go?
Yeah, she had to take her mom to the airport.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So, I want you to try Cindy and switch so that, and I'll just go ahead. I'm sorry, Morgan, but I'm gonna let her try again because I want her to have that experience again.
Thank you.
Okay. So go ahead. We're gonna try, and she's gonna be Ginny Weasley from
Ginny
Harry
Weasley.
Potter,
Okay.
and she just cannot sit still, and she will not follow directions, but we still need to screen her.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and try the OAE again.
All right, Jenny. So we're gonna go ahead and take our leave our glasses on, but we are gonna tuck our hair behind our ears. All right. Okay. And let's go ahead and do a check first and make sure we don't have any blood, no fluids, no foreign objects in our ears. And we are good. Right, and we're going to go ahead and double check our OAE and make sure that there is nothing on there, and we are good to go ahead. Let's get our little tip on there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clip this to the back of your shirt. Put that right there. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stick this in your right ear. Is that okay?
No.
We're gonna go ahead and just, it's not scary at all. You're gonna feel the tip, boop, boop. There's nothing there. It's just gonna make a really cool beeping sound. So we're gonna stick that in there. And then we're gonna go ahead. All right, and here we go. Okay, so probe check again. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it back out, and we're going to go ahead and pull up and try it again and reposition a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now we got a good read in here. Great job. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this one out. We're gonna try the next ear. Let's switch sides. And then the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and pull up a little bit on your ear. And stick this in. Give it a little push. All right, and left ear. We're almost done. Great job. All right, I'm going to go ahead and unclip you here, and we are going to be all done for the day. All right, and you are good to go.
So another thing you can do is, hey, high five, great job. So
Okay.
you always want to leave them with something positive,
Okay.
because you want them to come down to see you in the office when they have a problem,
Right.
right? And not
Okay.
be afraid. So we definitely want to make sure that we do all of that. Okay, so do you have any questions?
No, I don't think I have any questions.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so when you document the results, you need to have a piece of paper or something. You need to find some kind of organization. Now, the recommendation that I have is to use a classroom roster,
Okay.
okay? Because you're probably going to pull from one classroom at a time. You can do that any way that you like. That really just depends on what your organization is going to be. For us, when Cindy and I do it, we do an entire kindergarten class. We have them come down, and then we just screen them all.
Okay.
But we talk to them, at the beginning. It's going to be really important for you to really make it fun. And just be like, hey, hi kindergarten, I'm so excited. My name is Miss Colette. We're going to play a seeing and hearing game today. And you can definitely get them to, raise your hand really fast, and because they like to compete.
See who's first. Yeah.
See who's first. They like to show you how fast they can do. And for the older ones, they already know, but you just still, hey guys, all you have to do is when you hear a beep, you just raise your hand. It doesn't matter which hand.
Okay.
Some of them will still do right and left,
Okay.
which is okay. We're just looking for the response. Okay. So when we're preparing to do all of this, I just want to kind of give you those pointers to make sure it's a lot easier if you can have all of because you'll have the list of names and you'll know who they are. What's your name, sweetie? Hi, I'm Miss Colette. It's nice to see you. We're gonna check in your ears, and I'm just gonna look with my eyes, and then you're gonna raise your hand super fast. Or what are you gonna do when you hear my beeps? I'm gonna raise your hand. Okay. Or some of them. Cindy's over here doing this because some of them do. Some of them do this. Some of them clap.
Okay.
Some of them say, "I hear it."
Okay.
Like I told you before, some of them will look over their shoulder
Okay.
and look up at you. They just have to respond the same way every time.
Okay.
Okay. And that really is it, unless you have any other questions for me.
No, I don't think I have any questions. I think it's just more practice.
More practice,
It'll
absolutely.
That's it.
And then if you need anything, I will make sure that you have my cell phone number and my office number. You can call me. We're right down the road. One of us can come help you, and if you have any problems. Okay.
All right.
So that's going to be it, Morgan.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.